Hello, my dear students. A very warm welcome to all of you. So, we are going to get into chapter 16, garbage in and garbage out. Okay. So, the learning objectives for this chapter goes like this. We'll be learning about what is garbage, to list the methods of disposal of waste, to define composting and vermicomposting, to describe the process of recycling of paper, and to describe the disposal of waste. What are the ways to dispose the waste that we produce? Okay, so the content that we are going to cover is introduction, garbage, landfills, waste segregation, vermicomposting, biodegradable waste, non-biodegradable waste, disposal of plastics, and summary. So before getting into the chapter, getting into the topic, let us discuss about what is garbage. Okay, so let us think of a scenery, okay, a scene in a park. Okay, so which we love to go. Okay, we all love to go to park to relax, to play. Okay, so let's say one evening you're going to go to park to play. Okay, and what kind of environment you would like to have in the park? You will like to have the park, you want the park should be very neat. It should have greeneries, a lot of trees, plants. Okay, it should be neat and clean. Okay, so that you could enjoy with your friends playing happily there. Okay, so that is something which is desirable. Okay, which makes you happy when you see the environment around you is very neat and clean. It looks so pleasant. Okay, same situation when you could find it so dirty. Okay, people are not putting things in the bin, or the bins are filled up. Okay, the people who take the garbage, they are not doing all these stuffs. It looks dirty. Will you be happy to visit the same park? Okay, obviously not. Okay, even your rooms. Okay, so if you keep your room clean, okay, it looks good, it looks very pleasant. And just imagine the other way. Your rooms are so dirty, it got a lot of dust particles here and there, and you have just piled up your books on somewhere, you have piled up your clothes somewhere. It won't look good. Am I right? It doesn't give the pleasant look to the room. Okay, so we need to bother about our environment. Okay, it's each and every individual's duty to bother about the environment, to bother about the place where we live. It is not like someone has put the papers here. No, I'm not going to mind, let it be there. No, it's not like that. Okay, if you could find something there on the floor, if it can be get into the trash, please do it. Okay, we should bother our own environment. It is a place where we live. Okay, so let us discuss about garbage. What is garbage? Garbage is nothing but the waste materials discarded from household, schools, offices, public places like hospitals, etc., etc. Okay, so in a way, this garbage is produced by none other than us, we. Okay, so the waste material that just comes out of our house, it might contain torn papers, it might contain broken glasses, broken pieces of utensils, vegetable peels, fruit waste, whatever. Okay, it just comes out of our own house. Okay, so why the dustbin contains all this? Okay, who is the reason behind all these things? Okay, it is nothing but us. We are the reasons who produce something called garbage. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn how to handle this garbage, which is produced by none other than us. Major of the waste or the trash we are talking about. Okay, so the question is, what do we do with this garbage? Yes, we are producing, we are the reason for this, but how to it can be recycled or it can be reused. Okay, what are we going to do with this so-called garbage? Okay, so who produces garbage? It's us. Okay, as I said, it's mostly the humans who produces garbages. Okay, so what this garbage contains. What does it contain? It might contain the trash which you just throw out of your house. It might contain your broken toys, rotten foods, vegetable waste, broken glasses, okay, or sanitary waste, plastics, paper waste, old clothes, electronic waste. Okay, it can be anything that just comes out of our house called as garbages. Okay, where? Okay, so garbage comes from different places, from domestic waste, from our household. It can be a kitchen waste, sewage waste, or unnecessarily we'll be throwing things out. Okay, industrial waste like ashes, coal, paper, rubber waste, etc. Community waste, waste from hospitals, shops, offices. Agricultural waste, that after harvesting we'll have the leftovers of husks, straw, or fibers. Electronic waste like broken computers or the electronic goods. Okay, so what can we do with this garbage? Okay, now the next question is, we have decided that this is waste, and this is waste and this is what we need. Okay, so the thing which we decided as waste, where we will dispose it, obviously it will just get into the dustbin or trash bin. Okay, so let us discuss about the possibilities, okay, to avoid putting things in the bin, okay, or disposing it. Okay, so let us consider the first possibility, okay, to just let the waste remain inside our house. What do you think? Will it work out just leaving the waste to be there inside the house, especially the kitchen waste? Can you imagine that? Not at all. Okay, it will literally stink. Okay, you cannot even have it for a day. You need to dispose it in a proper way. Okay, so first possibility, a very big no. We cannot retain it at home. Okay, just imagine there is a locality near to your house. Let us just go and just trash it over there. Okay, let our house to be neat and clean, but it doesn't matter, it's just my locality. Let me just trash it there. No, we are not supposed to do that. Okay, it might be the flies might come there, the mosquitoes. Okay, they might be the carriers of infections. They might sit there on the dirty places. They might come to our house. The mosquitoes might bite us, or the houseflies, they might be the carriers. They can just get any microorganisms, and the food will be open in our kitchen. They'll just come and sit on the food. It might end up with food poisoning, etc, etc. So obviously we are not supposed to dispose the waste, not even in the streets or in our locality. Okay, then it's not near our locality. Let us just go and trash it to the nearby ponds or the lakes, wherever we'll find them. Can we do that? Can we dispose the waste in such a manner? No, we are not supposed to put the garbage in any of the water resources near our house. Okay, first and foremost thing is, it will affect the whole aquatic ecosystem when we are going to trash or put the garbage in dispose them in the water. Okay, any of the water source. Okay, so we're just going to dump it there. Okay, the water will get polluted. Okay, the waste will get mixed up with the water. The water obviously just gets into the underground water. The same water is what we are going to drink. Okay, obviously it also pollutes the soil. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether it's next to your house, in the neighborhood. If you could find any empty grounds, we'll have the habit of throwing the garbages there, filling it up there. Okay, so obviously it is going to end up with something called soil pollution, and the waste will get into the groundwater level. Again, the water is what we are going to drink. Okay, so these are not the correct way, okay, to handle the garbages. Okay, so there is an option. Can we burn it? Is that option will work? Okay, do you think it's gonna work? Obviously no, it's not gonna work. When you are going to burn something, it is going to produce toxic gases. Okay, it will emit some toxic gases. Again, it might end up with air pollution. Okay, so again, burning idea is also not gonna work. No, not to all these ways to dispose the garbage. Okay, then how should we handle the garbage? We cannot keep it inside our house. We cannot just put it or trash it near the neighborhood or nor in the locality or near any water bodies. Then what is the way to handle the garbage or to dispose the garbage? Okay, we have tried with so many things, but nothing worked out. Okay, so this way of handling the garbage is a technique called as waste segregation. Okay, so first and foremost thing that we need to decide is whether the trash or the garbage that we have produced is a useful garbage or a non-useful garbage. So we have to categorize the waste that we are producing into two categories called useful garbage or the non-useful garbage. What are the useful garbages? The garbages or the trash that we produce, if it can be reused or recycled. Okay, if the garbage or the trash that we are producing, if they can be reused or recycled, then they are called as useful garbages. The dead plants, animals, the kitchen waste, okay, the waste that can be reused to some other thing or can be recycled. Okay, so what are the examples of non-useful garbage? The garbages that we produce cannot be reused, like plastics, electronic gadgets, all these garbages that we produce, okay, these cannot be used. Okay, so what are we going to do with the useful garbage and what are we going to do with the non-useful garbage is what we are going to discuss. Okay, so basically the waste are also classified into two types: biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. So what are biodegradable waste? Waste that can be degraded to simpler and harmless form. Degraded means broken down into smaller chunks, okay, which is harmless, okay, in a harmless form. Okay, these waste are naturally broken down into simplest form, okay, which is going to help the environment again. Okay, so that is the reason we call them as useful garbage. Okay, so but you might say, who will do this work? Are we gonna do this? Are we going to break down into smaller pieces? No, we have so many friends called microbes, okay, who just go for the process of decomposition, and we have our farmers friend called as earthworms. They help us in the process of degradation or decomposition. Okay, so it is this decomposition is done by the microorganisms. And what are the products that can be decomposed? Like paper, cow dung, excreta, agricultural waste, wood waste, etc., etc. So biodegradable materials are the materials which decompose by the action of microorganisms as well as the earthworms. Okay, so when you look at your house, okay, the dustbin which is there in your house, I won't say half, more than half of the waste which we produce are biodegradable waste. Okay, so on the other hand, we have something called non-biodegradable waste, waste that cannot be degraded into simpler or harmless form. Either they're extremely slow or no process of decomposition takes place. Extremely slow, and this is, it takes millions and millions of years to decompose, or else they don't even decompose at all. Okay, good examples like plastics, pesticides, DDT, industrial waste, etc., etc. Okay, so when we are talking about these non-biodegradable waste, is there no way that we can get rid of them? We have a way. We will discuss about them, how to even handle those non-biodegradable waste. Okay, so thank you so much. We will meet in the next part of the same chapter, chapter 16, garbage and in garbage. Thank you so much.